everyone, my name is Alex. I'm 20 years old and in my second season for the under 23 squad of Lotto Soudal. I'm often referred to as the new Belgian GC talent, only by Belgians that is, because I've been flying under the radar of the big international teams up to this moment. Why do my fellow countrymen point me as the new Belgian hope though? Well, before I explain that, I need to tell how I got into the sport. When I was a young kid, I grew up watching Lance Armstrong beat all his rivals. It got me into the sport, watching him go on the television, together with my parents. We would also cheer for whatever Belgian rider tried his best, often to no avail. I asked my parents if I would have a chance to be a Grand Tour winning cyclist. They simply answered that it might happen. Someday. At the age of 10, I got my first decent-ish bike, as well as a membership to one of the cycling clubs for kids in Belgium. I was delighted when my parents supported me. Without them, I wouldn't be telling you this story. My parents and I would go on summer holidays in France, drive around the mountains. I only got more and more excited at the prospect of one day racing on them with the very best. So, enough talking about my youth. Let's talk more about the present, shall we? This brings us to my first season in the sport, about 1 year ago now. I was really excited, maybe a bit too excited looking back at it. I immediately made a name for myself in the team when I started driving. My teammates felt confident in my ability to shake off the opponents on the climbs, so they even started pacing for me, for a rookie. To my surprise, I managed to get a lot of good results, even victories. I was over the moon with my performances in this first season and felt really untouchable. That was until I got hit by a car in the training and broke my arm. I still don't know what happened precisely, it all went so quick. This injury basically meant that a large part of my rookie season would go down the drain. I felt miserable, but I refused to give up. This injury strengthened me mentally as I worked and worked and worked on my comeback. Because of all this working, I managed to get back in time for a mountainous stage race close to the end of the season. I knew in myself that I had the ability to win. I just had to be confident and not fear defeat. The first few kilometers of my comeback were, well, quite enjoyable to be honest. I felt great, and I started to get into the groove really quickly. I even felt stronger than before my injury, and I would show everybody that I was the strongest. Well, I can give you the long version of this story or the short version, and as I'm not really a good storyteller, I will go for the short version. I dominated. This form progressed for the rest of my first season, as I went on and got good results. This form even carried over into this season. I kept on winning races, even the ones where I wasn't supposed to. One thing I don't understand though, is the publicity and the attention I have gotten. Sure, diehard Belgian cycling fans have noticed all about me, yet all the big international teams are not interested in me. After my first season, it was announced that Laurens Plus was going to the Lotto Soudal squad. I hated the main team at first for not selecting me, and I still do not understand at this moment. That is why I decided I would be leaving the under 23 team of Lotto Soudal this season, and to not sign with the main team either. I want a new adventure. I want to be in a good team, where I can live up to my untapped potential, and that appreciates the talents I definitely own.